Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
पदश्रोत श्री श्रीमद श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णु पदश्रोत श्री श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णु पदश्रोत श्री श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय विष्णु पदश्रोत श्री श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय विष्णु पदश्रोत श्री श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की मायापुर धाम की श्री श्री नवद्वीप वृंदावन धाम की
प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for coming our weekly satsang in Bensalem Canto. Then, whatever this, as you know, my Guru Maharaj, his name is His Holiness Joy Pataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He is the one of the very great disciple of Srila Prabhupada. And he is now in the treatment as Dallas. Now he's very sick, and the worldwide has very big prayers, the 24 hours kirtan prayers, the chanting, all the world. But also I'm just give the opportunity to this 2 days of Mahamantra chanting for this 1 round. I'm just want to begging the prayers. Please accept this. We can dedicate this chanting for this Hare Krishna Mahamantra for today. For this our Srila Joy Pataka Swami Guru Maharaj for wellness and recovery for this his health issue. Please accept this. Thank you very much. Thank you for this being chanted.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Holiness Joy Pataka Swami Maharaj ki
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Today we have in the speaker, everyone you know this, the Bensalem Satsang organizers. His name is His Grace Muktasanga Prabhu. I know we are not describing anything because everyone. I know him is 2009. 2009 when I came in United States, I see him in this service to our ISKCON Philadelphia. He has lots of varieties. The position has there might be treasurer, right, Prabhu? Treasurer or something like this, accountant. He's maintaining lots of things. Also the the position of this his service to Ratha Jatra, all the things. Everywhere he has there. That's why I don't know everything about, but I know his servicing to our ISKCON Philadelphia temple is a lot. His discourse have the Bhagavatham today. Please listen carefully everything and enjoy the class. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Thank you. I'm just going to sit up there.
Sorry.
We are taking their own class. No Saturday teachers. How come kids are missing? We are taking their own class. Ask Vansh if he wants to sing Jai Radha Madhava.
Once can you sing Jai Radha? Jai Radha.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Rangana Nadira Vanachari
Thank you, Vans. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm missing one thing. We always have to glorify the like the spiritual master. Like Muktasanga Prabhu is the disciple of His Grace, Vaisheshika Maharaj. This is I'm missing, I'm sorry about that. We have to glorify always our spiritual master. So please listen to the class, enjoy for the class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Jaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Ashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki
Mukam Karoti Vachalam
Mukam Karati Vacharam
Bhangam Langayate Girim
Bhangam Langaya
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले वशिष्ठदासादिकारी नामिने नमः प्राणशशीलाशिलप्रपादानुसरणे निधितरते तस्मै शास्त्रविदरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेषणे पाश्चात्यदेशधारणे Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we'll continue our Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. As I always say, it will be an interactive session. It won't be like one person speaking, you all are just listening. Okay? It will also be a question answer session about our previous study, what we did. Right? We learned in our previous session that we should not read Srimad Bhagavatam. We should not read Bhagavad Gita. Right? We should study Srimad Bhagavatam. Study Bhagavad Gita. There is difference between reading and studying. Reading is just here from one ear and then the other ear goes away. It doesn't go into the heart. Okay? But if you study and implement it, you get realization. Once you get realization, you implement it more. Then you achieve your final objective. So because it goes into the ear, it goes into the heart, not come out of this ear. It goes into the heart and stays there. Once it goes into the heart, it stays. So that should be our objective. We should study Srimad Bhagavatam. So study means what? Every verse in this Srimad Bhagavatam is very important because Srimad Bhagavatam is none other than Krishna. We established that last week. Remember? Krishna, if he wants to come in the form of a book, he comes in as Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? He takes different forms. We went through all that last week. What else we learned last week? Just a quick synopsis before we continue our session.
Last week or last class?
Oh, last 3 weeks back. I know we have all forgotten that, but we learned some very important things, right? So if you remember, okay, yeah. The incarnation, Subhadra Mataji explained very nicely last week. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So if we really study Srimad Bhagavatam, we'll remember. Okay. So that should be our practice. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Yes. Sada Sevya Srimad Bhagavate Katha. Yasya Shravana Matrena. What is it? Shravana? Shravana means what? Hearing. Sada Sevya. Not just weekend Sevya. No. Every time. 24/7. Sada Sevya. Srimad Bhagavate Katha. So if you hear pastimes of Lord Krishna, and if you serve Srimad Bhagavatam, then what happens? How do you serve that? Yes, Shravana Matrena. Just by hearing. You don't have to do great things. You don't have to be fasting. You don't have to slog yourself. You don't have to be awake whole night. No, it's very simple. All that you need to do is every time, yes, Shravana Matrena. Shravana. Harishchittam Samashraya. Just by hearing, what happens? Harishchitta Samashraya. Ticha, your existence, soul, right? Hari will come and sit. Right? What does he do once he sits here? Dunoti Samalam Krishna. He cleanses your heart, right? It cleanses our heart. What does we have? All these 6 contaminations in our heart, right? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all these things. So you don't have to struggle too much to clean all these. You don't have to, because we cannot. How much ever you try, you cannot, unless there is Krishna's mercy. But if you know it, Krishna, he will do for you. Dunoti Samalam Krishna. Samalam, whatever malam we have, malam is contaminations. Salam, Samalam, it's a very strong contamination. Whatever we have, Krishna will clean. How does it? Example is also given. Dunoti Samalam Krishna, Salilasya Yatasarat. Like how there is a mud, so water comes in, right? So it cleanses all the mud, right? Like how the pure water comes and cleanses all the mud. Similarly, Krishna sitting in your heart, how does he sit in your heart? Just by Yasya Shravana Matrena, just by hearing. He sits in your heart and then he cleanses all the contamination. Once he cleanses, then there is a good relation made between Paramatma and you. That is the whole objective. The whole objective is what? We have to make the lost relation, whatever the relation we have lost, we have to establish. If there is a distance between Krishna and me, this much, the more we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, the distance reduces. Finally, we are together. That means you are always with Krishna, playing with Krishna, dancing with Krishna. Kids, no school. When you go to Goloka, no school, no studies. You want to always play, eat, nicely, play, sleep. That's it. You want that kind of life? Huh? No gadgets there. Okay? So then he says, I don't want to go. But you can always play live, not on gadgets. Live play Krishna. Always happy. You can eat whatever you want. No indigestion. Right? How much ever you want.
You can play with Krishna also.
Yeah, you can play with Krishna.
This is very good thing.
So that should be our objective. But unfortunately, our distance is too much now. Krishna is somewhere here and we are somewhere there. We have to reduce that gap. Okay? So that is why we have to hear. Pravrushta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhavam Saroruham. Pravrushta Karnarandrena. This is Karna. Hold here. Pravrushta Karnena Swanam Bhavam Saroruham. Dunoti Samalam Krishna Salilasya Etasarat. Okay? So that should be our objective. So whenever we hear, right, again, if we don't have faith in scripture and Guru, we can't do anything. In Shastras, they say that Yavatsu papaistu malinam hridayam. Now we have contamination from like many lifetimes, not just this lifetime, many lifetimes. Yavatsu papaistu malinam hridayam. Because of this contamination, what happens? Shastre sadbuddhi nasyat. Shastre sadbuddhi nasyat. That means you don't have faith in Shastra. Nasat buddhi tata guru. There is no faith in Guru also. If you don't have faith in Shastra and Guru, then your life is done. So that is why to get into spirituality, basically you have to have this faith in Guru and Shastra. So then we can establish this relationship. And in this Kali Yuga, best way is Harinam Sankirtan. Right? And even Srimad Bhagavatam, what we are going to study now, the very last verse. What is that? Very last verse, the conclusion of all. Whatever pastimes we discuss, how many cantos are there in Srimad Bhagavatam?
12.
Huh? 12 cantos. Wonderful. Thank you. So in these 12 cantos, how many slokas? 18,000 verses. So 12 cantos, 18,000 verses we study. But the last verse is the conclusion. What is that conclusion? Last verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Oh, tell loudly. Nama Sankirtanam. That is the last verse. That is the conclusion. For this Kali Yuga, other than Nama Sankirtan, there is nothing. Nama Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti shodashaka namnam kali kalmashanashanam nato parataro payo sarva vedeshu drishyati. Know that? Kali Sandarana Upanishad. Right? There is no other upaya. Nasti eva gatiranyata. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that, right? So the whole study of Bhagavatam, it concludes with that Nama Sankirtanam is here. Right? And that process is already with us. So chanting, that's why we have to chant attentively. If you don't chant attentively, it is a great offense. We went through all the offenses, right? That means we are insulting Nama, means we are insulting Krishna. So that is whenever you get a chance to hear Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, okay, from anybody, not anybody in the sense of Vaishnava, you have to be very careful to hear from whom you have to hear. It is also said in scripture that Avaishnava mukot jirnam shavanam naiva kartavyam. You are very careful because if you go to India, there are thousands, millions of people who speak about Bhagavatam. Even though Bhagavatam is pure, whoever speaks, that is very pure message, but still you have to be very careful. Avaishnava mukot jirnam, from their lips, Avaishnava mukot jirnam shavanam naiva kartavyam. You should be very careful because that is like Amrit. You know, you have wonderful full drum of Amrit nectar. Like, you know, in India, they have put all this cashews and badam and they put nice nectar, right? They make out of milk. In scriptures, it says that even though that is Amrit, if you drink, you'll get so much energy. But if you hear from Vaishnava, it is like a snake coming and touching that milk. What happens? Poison. If you drink, you'll die. Even though it is pure, Amrit, similarly, Bhagavatam is very pure. So you have to hear from a Vaishnava. So that is when it will affect us. Okay, so we'll continue our studies. Last, when I took the class, I had given a homework for everyone. Do you remember?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like what, when, what.
Okay, what is it?
That's
www
yeah.
and www. Okay? What, when, why,
Why?
where, who. If you have all these questions, finally you win. Okay? So anything you speak, and we discussed all about this, that it is what we have, how to memorize. For example, Panchatattva is there. Who are Panchatattva? What are their incarnations? You know that? You remember? Okay, tell.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Krishna.
Very easy. Okay.
In the middle. Bensalem Prabhu is Lord Bhagavan.
Okay.
Gadadhar Pandit Radharani.
Who is Gadadhar Pandit? So very easy.
On the left side.
Your left or my left? Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nitya, to his right. If you see the photo, to your left, but to his right. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We studied that last. Okay? So we studied who incarnations are. So anyways, that we don't want to repeat and consume the time. But I'm saying whatever we do, we have to do with knowledge. Edeva Vidyakar, you have, last time we learned this sloka. Edeva Vidyakaroti Shraddhaya Upanishada Tadeva Viryavattam Bhavati. What is the meaning? Pani through. I explained you last time. Okay, anyways. So the objective is whether be it material or be it spiritual, if you apply this philosophy, okay, then we will advance. What is this philosophy? Edeva vidya karoti. So whatever you do with knowledge. Karoti means you do. Vidya karoti, with knowledge. Edeva vidya karoti, shraddhaya, faith, upanishada, with deep meditation. With deep meditation, what happens? The effect of this is Tadeva viryavattam bhavati. Viryavattam bhavati means you get the fruit of it. Otherwise you don't get fruit. So we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam. We have to study Srimad Bhagavatam starting with faith. Starting with faith and a deep meditation. And you will get the knowledge. Once you get the knowledge, you apply it. Once you apply it, you realize it. Once you realize it, it goes into your heart. So finally, the distance between Krishna and us will reduce. Boom, 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 boom. That's all objective. So now we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam. Basically, Bhagavatam is Krishna himself. We already established that. Right? Mataji, I think Subhadra Mataji also explained very nicely. I think one of her classes, that how this is Krishna himself. How, right? Like Krishna's lotus feet, 2 lotus feet. They are the Bhagavatam. How are they referenced in Bhagavatam? They are the first canto. Saturday school, is it? Okay. So Bhagavatam, first canto and second canto are considered as 2 feet of Krishna. So that is defined in sloka also again. Padav yadiyo pratama ditiyo. Padav yadiyo pratama ditiyo. That means first canto and second canto are considered as the lotus feet of Krishna. Then, tritiya turyo katitav veduru. Tritiya, that means third and fourth canto. They are considered as Uru. Uru means what? Thighs. So Krishna's thighs are considered, 2 thighs are considered third and fourth canto. Nabhistata panchama. Nabhistata panchama. Nabhi means navel. That is panchama. What is that? 5th canto. Eva sasto. 6th canto. What is that? Chest. Then Bunjantaram Doryugalam Tatanyam. What is that? This one. Bunja. What is it called? Arms. This is called 6th and this is 5th. This is 6th. Then 7th and 8th. How many cantos left? 4. Okay. Kantastu Rajan Navamo. Kantastu. Kantastu means? Next. Kantastu. Which one is this? 9. 3 more left. Okay. Tata Navamo Tata Mukhara Vindam. What is this canto? 10th canto. Smiling always. 10th canto. Dashamam Prapullam. Dashamam Prapullam. What is that 10th canto? That is, he says, Mukhara Vindam Dashamam Prapullam. Okay. Ekadasho Yashya Talata Pattam. What is 11th canto? Forehead. And 12th one is Shiropitu Dvadasha Eva Bhati. Head. That is 12th canto. So the whole Bhagavatam is referred to the transcendental body of Sri Krishna, different parts. So we will come to know why it is referred and all that. Okay. So before that, we need to know the flow, where we are right now. Which canto we are now? Huh? First canto. And we have been doing for a long time now. First canto.
4 months.
Huh?
4 months. 3 or 4 months.
Not 4 months, more than that. More than that. 1 year. So anyways, we'll go little fast.
Food is a very important thing. That's what we are thoroughly understanding.
Food.
Padam.
Oh, Padam. Oh, okay.
Very important.
Padam, yeah, it is. See, that is how, even if you, whether you realize or not, once you go to temple, there are a lot of etiquettes. First of all, when you enter into the temple, how you want to enter. Before getting into, you have to knock. Like how you come to anybody's house, right? You don't just barge into the house. So you knock, make sure they're aware that one person is there at the door. So simple. So even when you go to temple, you should first knock before entering into the temple. Okay, as soon as you open the door, you have to offer obeisance. Anyways, so when you go to the deities, okay, exactly you have to follow the same Bhagavatam we just went through, right? Feet, thighs, navel, chest, arms, face. In the face, actually, you have to see eyes, okay, then head. So that is how you have to see Krishna in the same form. You cannot straight away go and see his face. That is not etiquette. Okay, first offer obeisance to his feet, take permission, and then go. So those are the etiquettes. It's exactly like Srimad Bhagavatam, how we went through. Right? So we are in first canto, third chapter. Oh, how did we get here? A quick recap. Okay? Because we tend to forget. Correct? So do anybody knows what is the entire first chapter we spoke about? Entire second chapter we spoke about? Now we are in third chapter. Can we quickly recap? It might take our day. Huh?
By the time the class will be over.
Yeah, but still it is better to, reiterate whatever we, as I said, we should not read Srimad Bhagavatam. We should study Srimad Bhagavatam. Study will go into our heart. Okay? If it is not there in our heart, there is no use. It is there in one of the slokas. It is Shramayevai Kevalam. Dharma Swanushtita Pumsa Vishwaksena Katasuyaha Notpadaye Tidiratim Shramayevai Kevalam. Okay, whatever out of dharma you do, our dharma is to come to satsang and eat, no problem. Dharma, it is there. We eat, Vaishnava dharma. Dharma swanushtita pumsa. Pumsa means this human being. Whatever dharma, it is according to your capacity, according to your position, whatever dharma you have. If you perform that, dharma swanushtita pumsa, vishwaksena katasuya. Vishwaksena means who? Who is Vishwaksena? Who is Vishwaksena? Who? Krishna. Speak out. Krishna is Vishwaksena. Vishwaksena katasuyaha. If you don't get interest, na utpadayet yadirathim. If it doesn't provoke your interest in hearing the stories of Krishna, pastimes of Krishna, if it doesn't instigate in you to hear the stories of Krishna, pastimes of Krishna, then whatever activities you do because of your dharma, it is sama evai kevalam. Do you agree with that? Okay. Now we are hearing, right? We are hearing all that. If you hearing and then try to forget, that is sama evai kevalam. Isn't it correct? Yeah, that is why we have to repeat. Even if you have studied, it is no loss that to repeat. Right? About Srimad Bhagavatam especially. So, we started long back, first canto. Okay? So basically this Bhagavatam, the benefits of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is there in the word itself. Bhagavatam. You all know that, right? What is Bha? What is Bha? Bha means Bhagavatam will give you bhakti. Gha means it will give you jnana. Va. Va means it will give you vairagya. Tha. It will give you tattva. So Bhagavatam means bhakti, jnana, vairagya, tattva. So it is there in the word itself. So we have to study Srimad Bhagavatam. We have to know, first of all, we all know that Srila Vyasadeva, he compiled Srimad Bhagavatam about 5,000 plus years. So initially, before even that, if you go a step further, a step back, when Kali Yuga started, right, all these devatas, rishis, they were very worried about, oh, Kali Yuga is going to start now. Okay, how about these people will be so degraded, and that human dynasty will be so degraded. We need to help them, right? So they went to Lord Brahma asking, what is the solution for this? So Lord Brahma said, I'm going to give you a wheel. You know, wheel of fortune? It's not a small wheel, it's a big, huge wheel. I'm going to give you the huge wheel. Okay? So wherever this wheel stops in this earth, wherever this wheel stops, there you will have the solution. Okay, so as soon as the wheel was created, all the 88,000 rishis, you know how many? 88,000. Imagine how big the wheel is. 88,000 rishis, they got onto the wheel. Okay, the wheel went around all the way, boom, 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 boom. It came to the center of the earth. Now it is considered that as the center of the earth. Right? That is Naimisharanya. So when it came to Naimisharanya, the wheel stopped. As soon as the wheel stopped, all the 88,000 rishis, they got down. Like how you unload a lorry, right? A truck, everybody boom, boom, boom. Okay. As soon as they got down, the wheel went down. When the wheel went down, it created that huge hole. It went down, 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 down. Suddenly the water came out. And that place, it is near Lucknow even now. That is called Chakratirtha. Have you visited? Anybody visited Chakratirtha? No. So that is called Chakratirtha. You can see that pond. Now it has become smaller, but it is very huge. The water came out. So then the rishis, they unloaded themselves from the wheel. The wheel went down, water created. That is Chakratirtha Lake. It is near Lucknow even now. So then the rishis, they went on to perform tapasya. Sahasra samamasataha. It is a sloka in Bhagavatam. Right? Sahasra samamasataha. Then they went on to perform tapasya for the benefit of everyone. Right? They did sahasra, thousands of years tapasya. So one day when they finished all their morning activities, so they were going, they saw this one person who was sitting very peacefully, undisturbed, very peacefully doing austerity, tapasya. So unintroduced, these 88,000 rishis, they offer obeisances to this person, unintroduced. And who is this person? Suta Goswami. Suta Goswami. This is in Naimisharanya. Okay, so Naimisharanya. We are in Naimisharanya now. So Suta Goswami, unintroduced, they offered obeisances. Okay, because they know him, he was so resplendent. This Suta Goswami was in the assembly of Sukadeva Goswami. When Sukadeva Goswami, for the first time, he did Bhagavat Saptaha. Okay, where did he do Bhagavat Saptaha? On the bank of Ganga. On the bank of Ganga, when he spoke Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, there were all the demigods, all the rishis, everybody, Angira, Vashishta, even Vedavyas was there. Vedavyas, he himself, he compiled Srimad Bhagavatam, but he wanted to hear from his son. Okay, so even he was there, Vedavyas. Narada Muni was there. and Suta Goswami was also there in that assembly. So Suta Goswami heard everything. So that time there was no notebook to write down. It was all in the mind. Okay. So he heard, now he is going to speak. Okay. In Naimisharanya. Naimisharanya, when the sages, led by, who led the sages? Shaunaka. Shaunaka Adi Rishis, they call. So he led these rishis, and then after seeing Suta Goswami, then they are going to this is first chapter. Okay. So then they'll start praising him. Praising means this is how the etiquette should be. Whenever you ask some questions to either your Guru Maharaj or whomever it is, you cannot straight away barge into the question, thinking, oh, I'm great, I have put such a nice question, wow. No, nothing like that. With humility, you have to praise that person, the speaker. So here they are praising that. Seti Chanaga. That you are away from all these vices. You don't have any contamination. Aditani, Akyatani, Api Aditani. You have learned the scriptures. They are talking, the sages talking about Sutta Goswami. You have learned the scriptures and you have also explained the scriptures nicely. You don't have any contamination. You are a pure devotee, pure soul. And you have heard from a pure spiritual master. Who is his spiritual master? Sukadeva Goswami. From the lips of Sukadeva Goswami, you have heard that. Okay, so they start praising Suta Goswami. So then slowly they'll start putting questions. So whole chapter, first chapter, okay, how many chapters are there in Canto 1? Any number, throw any number, I'll say right or wrong.
One.
No.
27.
No. Huh? Oh. I'm talking about chapters. 19. Okay, 19. So 19 chapters are there. So in these 19 chapters, this is what the first 3 verses, which you all know. First 3 verses is the prelude to Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. The very first verse describes completely in detail who is Bhagavan. Okay. Who is Bhagavan and what are the qualities of Bhagavan. It all describes in that first verse. That is the Sambandha Jnana. Sambandha Jnana is that my relationship to Krishna. Who is Krishna first of all? And what is my relationship to him? That is Sambandha Jnana. The second verse of the first canto, the first chapter is Abhideya. Abhideya means the process to establish that Sambandha. Okay, the process. What is that process? You all know the second shloka. I mean, we don't want to get into that, but do you remember? Brajesh Govind Prabhu. What is the first shloka, at least? Dharma Prodita is second shloka.
Open book question. Open book.
Open book question now. Janmadi yasya yato anvayati tarastartvesha vishnarswarat tene brahmaradayadi kavaye mushyanti yat surayah tejo vari mrudam yata vinimayo etrati sarvamrusha dhamna svena sada nirastakuham satyam dhimayi. That is first. Second one is Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastav matra vastu sivadam tapatrayon mulam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimva Pararishvara Sadhya Rudhya Vrudhyate Sushubhi Tashana. Third one. Second one is the process how to establish that relation, first relation. And the third one is Prayojana, the benefit. Once you establish all this relation, once you follow the right Dharma, then what are the benefit? Third one is most important because drinking. Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam sukam mudra drava samyitam pibata bhagavatam vartamalayam muhuroho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. That is third slogan. Okay, that is the essence of the first, that is the objective, final objective. Okay, so anyways, the first canto goes like this. Then there is the introduction of Sukadeva Goswami. Okay, so Sukadeva Goswami we all discussed. The sages offer obeisances, then they start asking questions. So in this first chapter, the 19 verses, whatever we have, first canto 19 chapters. Okay, in the first chapter, there are I think 34 verses, if I'm not wrong. Now sages start asking questions. They ask 6 questions. What are those 6 questions? Do you remember?
People के लिए ultimate goal good क्या है?
Just tell one. हिंदी में बोलो.
मनुष्य के लिए what is the
How to
ultimate
manifest
benefit for the
the
human?
But good. Thank you, Mataji. What is the ultimate benefit in general for all the human beings? See, they didn't ask what is the benefit for me. Okay, this is 2026. What is the benefit for me because I'm studying Srimad Bhagavatam? No, they said for all in general. That is the quality of a Vaishnava. That's how we have to be. Quality of Vaishnava means Vaishnava Janato Tene kahi hai jo peed parai jane re. Right? So always this peed parai, others parai. Others' sorrow is my sorrow. Others' happiness is my happiness. But unfortunately we are the other way around. Your sorrow is my happiness. Your happiness is my sorrow. I don't want to see you happy. No, shit like that. So these sages, 88,000 sages, they're all like this. What is the benefit for entire mankind? Not just one, entire mankind. That is first question. Okay. The second question,
Essence of all spiritual.
Mataji, some other. What is the second question? So you should know by heart this one because we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam. We are not reading Bhagavatam, we are studying. You should know. Okay, what are the 6 questions? What is the second question? Even though you don't have to memorize verses. That is not the objective. Bhakti is not how many verses you know. That is not at all. Bhakti is how much knowledge you have and how much implementation you do. Gnana, Vignana. Gnana is the spiritual knowledge you gain. Vignana is applying this spiritual knowledge and getting realization. So that is important. Vignana is important. Okay? To get that you should know knowledge. That means you should know. Sages are asking question on behalf of me. Why shouldn't I know? Right? What is the second question? No looking in the phone.
That's the only way I know.
English.
Essence of all the spiritual. What is the essence of all?
Very nice. So we have many scriptures. So we don't have time to read that. Do we have time to see for first canto Srimad Bhagavatam? We took 1 year. So 12 cantos are there. So we don't have time to read all the scriptures. So please, you have read it. They are telling Sutta Goswami, you have read it. Akyatani api aditani. You have read it and also you have told it. Akyatani api aditani. Okay, so Sutta Goswami, please, we are confused. We have so many scriptures saying that, this, blah, blah, blah. Take all the essence and tell me. You don't have much time. So essence of all the scriptures. Then third,
Krishna, son of Devaki.
Why not?
why Lord Krishna took birth in the womb of Devaki. So after taking birth, then fourth question is related. What are the Purusha avatars? Different Purusha avatars Lord has. And then fifth question is
The pastimes. Pastime.
भगवान ने कौन-कौन
बोलो ना शर्मा देख क्यों है हमारा फैमिली है इधर. You know, if you say wrong, right, doesn't matter. I can switch off the video. All right. Fifth one. What is the fifth question? What are the different pastimes?
Yeah, after the
What Krishna performed?
What are the past?
Okay, so that is the fifth. What are the different pastimes Krishna performed? Fourth one is what are the different Purusha avatars? Fifth is what are the Leela avatars? Different Leelas Krishna performed. And sixth question is where will Dharma take shelter after Krishna left this planet? Okay, these are the 6 questions. So the entire first chapter ends with these 6 questions. Okay, nothing else. First is prelude about Srimad Bhagavatam, about Krishna and the essence of it. Then they meet Sutta Goswami and then they'll praise Sutta Goswami. And then after praising Sutta Goswami, just to make sure that Sutta Goswami, you know everything. That means when there is a communication between the speaker and the listener, they have to make sure that they are listening to the right person. So that means they are telling Sutta Goswami, you learned everything, you know everything. You learned directly from Sukadeva Goswami, okay? And you explained everything. So that means you are the eligible candidate to answer all our questions. So they are making sure, okay? So this is first chapter. After that, they put 6 questions. So it ends with all these 6 questions, first chapter. And okay, so we are there. First chapter we covered. Now second chapter. Second chapter, now Sutta Goswami will start speaking. He has to answer all these questions. So he didn't answer directly. As soon as you ask question, just because I know answers, okay, I'll answer blah 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 blah. No, he didn't answer like that. So this is etiquette a Vaishnava should learn. Okay, so I mean tomorrow if you want to speak or somebody asks you a question, you don't have to lift your collar up and just blabber everything that you know everything. No, that is not how it works. Vaishnava is very humble. Whether he knows complete knowledge or no knowledge doesn't matter. Vaishnava is very humble. He doesn't prove himself that I know everything. Okay. So, second chapter, now Sutta Goswami starts answering these questions. Okay. First thing he does is, like how before we start our class, we take blessings what? Of? Take blessings of Vaishnavas and specifically our Guru Maharaj. Okay, we pray that. I did that, just to get blessings actually. So everybody, this is etiquette, everybody should follow this. Should take first blessings and permission of your spiritual master. If you don't have a spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada is our spiritual master. Okay, take his blessings that whatever I speak out of the scriptures and I speak whatever they empower us to speak. Because we as such are zero. As an individual entity, we are zero. We are nothing. We don't have any eligibility. Okay. In our case, Srila Prabhupada made us eligible. Right? Our Guru Maharajas. So we should take their blessings first. That is how Sutta Goswami did. Sutta Goswami offered obeisances to his spiritual master. Who is that spiritual master? Sukadeva Goswami. He explained, Yam Prabharajantam Anupeta Krityam Dvaipayano Virahakatarajvat Putreti Tanmataya. You know the shloka? Okay, this is in second chapter. Second chapter he explains who is his spiritual master. That spiritual master I offer my obeisances who, right after taking birth, he left his parents. No turning back, just left into the forest. His father, Vyasadeva, he came behind. Aputra. He's begging not to go. Aputra, don't go. Sukadeva Goswami is not hearing anything, just walking away. Who heard? All the trees and twigs in the forest they heard. They are responding back like an echo. He says, Putra. Only the trees are responding. Sukadeva Goswami is not responding at all. He goes away. Right? After how many years? 16.
First says that Sutta Goswami when he prays, second, 1, 2, 2. He said that Sukadeva Goswami enters everybody's heart.
That is later.
No, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Yeah, that's right. The first one is this, okay? Empravajantam anupetam apeta krityam.
32nd. 32nd. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sukadeva Goswami left and Vyasadeva, he returns back because he's not coming back, he's not even hearing. So in this verse it is not there. A little more added to that information is that then Vyasadeva sends two of his disciples, okay, please go find him in the forest, get him back. And then these two disciples, they go there, then they'll search everywhere and they couldn't find. Then they'll start reciting these two verses, very important verses. Okay, we discussed that yesterday, right? Barhapidam natavaravapu karnayo karnikaram Vipritvacha kanakakapisam Vaijantiya chamalam Randran Venuradharasudayo Purayan Gopavrindai. You know this verse? So that is one verse, okay, which describes the beauty of Krishna, beautiful form of Krishna. How his peacock flower is there, how his face, everything, and how he wears this Vaijanti mala. So they start reciting this. Then Sukadeva Goswami hears, oh, who is this beautiful person they are describing? Then he'll come closer. Then they'll say another verse. Now the first verse is beauty of Krishna. Second one is how merciful he is. Right? In the pastime of Putana, even though Putana came to poison Krishna and kill him, but Krishna, after killing him, he liberated her. Even though she was the killer of Krishna, still he liberated her. So this describes, what is that second verse of Shavana Prabhu? Anyways.
3 point, verse number I got, 3.1.2.
Aho bakiyam sanakalakutam. This verse, you can look into it later. Okay, so here he says, Putana, even though she came to kill Krishna, but Krishna is so merciful that after killing her, liberated her. Then Sukadeva Goswami will get so much interest. Who is this person? So beautiful and so merciful. I want to hear more about him, please tell. Then they say, if you want to really hear, then come to your father back. Okay, so when he goes back to his father, Vyasadeva, then Vyasadeva describes everything about Bhagavatam. So that is when Sukadeva Goswami hears Bhagavatam from his father, complete Bhagavatam. So now he has all the knowledge. Now he is imparting to, who is that? Parikshit Maharaj on the banks of Ganga. Okay, so that is when the first time, last time when I spoke, I told when these three Bhagavatams happened, three Bhagavat Saptas happened. First time it happened 30 years after Kali Yuga. Okay, so second time after 30 years, then 200 years. 200 years, when did it happen? It happened in the house of Gokarna. Okay, Gokarna, 200 years. When he wanted to help his brother, okay, Dundukari. Okay, so then 7 days. After that, another 30 years later, Bhagavad Sapta again happened. What was that?
4 Kumaras.
Yes, 4 Kumaras. Jnana, Bhakti, Vairagya. You know the pastime, right? Jnana, Bhakti, Vairagya. So to revive this, Jnana and Vairagya, Bhakti was a young lady, but these Jnana and Vairagya, they became very old. They are her sons. But son was very old. Can you imagine? Mother was very young. So to revive those Jnana and Bhakti and Vairagya, 4 Kumaras, Sanat Kumar spoke this Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Bhagavad Saptahe, that is after 30 years. So in Kali Yuga, 3 times it was spoken in a Saptaha Vidhi. Okay. So now Sutta Goswami is offering obeisances to his spiritual master, Sukadeva Goswami. Then second thing what he does is, he says, whatever questions you have asked, O sages, whatever question you have asked, it's a beautiful question. So he'll praise those people who ask this question because it is very essential. That is why when this kind of session happens, whoever it is, not me, anybody who says that, please ask questions. Everybody says, no, I understood everything, no questions. That's not how it should be. Okay, so if you really want to get more and more knowledge, always questions will be there. Okay, so the whole Bhagavatam, you take any scripture, Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, it's all about question answers. Right? The whole scripture, 12 cantos, it came out because there was questions. Bhagavad Gita, the whole Bhagavad Gita came out because Arjuna had so many questions. Right? So any scripture to come out, it is because of question answers. So any objective of an assembly like this, it will be fruitful if there is question answers. If there is no question answers, one person speaking and others are just listening. Definitely it will be good. Okay, so now we are in the second chapter. Okay, so Sutta Goswami, he praises those sages. You have asked beautiful questions, wonderful questions. This is not just beneficial for you, it is beneficial for the entire human. So now he will start answering that question. Next, he'll answer the first question. What is that first question? What is the ultimate benefit for, in general, for all the mankind? What is the answer he does? No, tell me the sloka. Okay, anyways. Savai pumsa paro dharmo yato bhakti dadokhyate ahaituki apratiyata yayatma suprasidati. What is the highest? Savai pumsa paro dharmo. Pumsa means mankind. For this mankind, paro dharmo, highest dharma. Because in second verse, in the first chapter, he says, Dharma projito kaitavotra paramo nirmasaranam satam vedyam vatavamatra vastu shivadam tapotrayon moolam. He says, Dharma projita. All the cheating religions you give up. Okay, what is the real religion? He says here, Savai pumsa paro dharmo. What is the paro dharmo? Yato bhaktir adokshaye. Adokshaye means, who is the adokshaye? Krishna. Akshaya. Akshaya means these senses. There are many meanings, adokshaye. Akshaya means these senses. Adokshaye. Okay. We cannot capture Krishna using these senses. We cannot do that. Okay. Savai pumsa paro dharmo yato bhakti adokshaye. How that bhakti should be there? Ahaituki apratiyata. You should do bhakti ahaituki. What is ahaituki?
No causes.
No causes. Unmotivated. Okay, there should not be any motivation. Ravi, I want to buy one RAV4 car. Let me do bhakti. No. Buying car is a motivation. No. There should not be any motivation. Whether you are sick, you are not sick. Healthy, not healthy. Rich, poor, black, white, in America, in India. There is no constraint. This is ahaituki, unmotivated. Apratiyata. What is apratiyata?
Undivided.
Uninterrupted. Unmotivated, uninterrupted. We always interrupt it when we are very dukkita. Krishna is not helping me. Why should I chant? Right? I am so tired today. Let me take a rest. No. Aituki aprayitiyata. If you do these two, unmotivated, uninterrupted, then yayatma suprasidati. Oh, I am very pleased. So if you please Krishna, I am pleased. It is like a mirror. Like if you stand in front of a mirror, image of yours, it won't do anything unless you do something. If you lift your hand, you see your reflection. Right? So similarly, if Krishna is happy, I am happy. Krishna is not pleased, I am not pleased. So that should be our objective. That is the highest, that is the answer for first question. What is the ultimate benefit? This devotional path is the ultimate benefit. So what is the answer for second question? क्या हुआ? लगा दो भाई. Okay, what is the second question? So what is that answer? Mataji? What is the answer Sutta Goswami gives? Okay, this is exam for next week. We are already timer. So next week we'll go through each question. Okay, everybody should have an answer for that. Even though we are not there yet. Okay, but we answered at least 4 questions. Okay, in this second chapter, we answered 4 questions. Sutta Goswami answers 4 questions. No. At the end of the second chapter, 34th verse, he'll answer the third also. He'll give a brief introduction about Purusha avatars in the second chapter. Okay? Brief. In the third chapter, he will elaborate the Purusha avatars. Okay? At least we are there. We are in the third chapter now. Okay? Purusha avatars are all done. Okay? Third chapter, we are into Leela avatars and incarnations. We are into incarnations. And you already explained which incarnation? Kurma last time. Matsya, right? Yeah, Matsya and Kurma. So we are there. So this is how the flow happens. Okay, the second chapter he answers up to 4th question. Briefly, last verse of second chapter, 34th verse is about why Krishna took birth. Okay, and then now we are into. So I need next time when we assemble, I need exact answer for each question. Where Sutta Goswami answered these questions? Briefly. Everything elaborate will come in subsequent cantos. Elaborate. If you take Narsimha avatar, elaborate. Okay, so different avatars we have, Krishna avatar, all that, elaborate. But here this is a trailer. It just gives a brief introduction of these answers for these questions. So next time we'll have a test before we get into the real Bhagavatam. That exact question, exact answer. No wasting of time. Srila Prabhupada has his book. Perfect question, perfect answers. So likewise, exact question, exact answers. Next time, questionnaire. Okay, Manipur, be ready. So we'll end here. It's only 7:50. Any questions? No questions?
Next week answer.
Yeah? So, no questions? Reflections? Yes? Bhajesh Pendro, take the mic there. Can somebody else speak?
Thank you, Prabhu. Very beautiful class.
No.
I'm very enjoyed this all the Bhagavatam. It's
Keep
nice.
closer, keep closer.
But he said it's like like Krishna.
Kids, no talking.
I heard that that you said that Krishna is so merciful, Krishna is so beautiful in the first and second like this. And you already example for this Ohobokium Stonokulokatum, this one for the birds. And Krishna, you said like this, Krishna is so merciful because,
Close. Keep it like this.
okay, Krishna is merciful because Putana get liberated. But I know another thing I have to add. I'm not sure this is correct or not. Also, Krishna give the Putana has a position of the mother. These two things. So one is he gets the liberated and also position to the mother. This is his mercy. Is a two-way for this Putana. That's why I'm just trying to evidence. I don't know if it is correct or not. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is anyone there online? Where is? See anyone is there online? Online.
Okay. Oh yeah, love set is online.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
No, that's it. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very nice. A lot of verses. Prabhu, you said at the beginning, when we are listening, or it was like Amrutam, right? And
No,
then
hold
you
on,
said
Mataji.
something about becoming a poison. I don't get it. I mean, with Krishna, everything is supposed to be like Amrutam. He does not, because we are ignorant anyway. He knows about our situation. So how can that be poison to us?
Mataji, 1 minute. We can't hear you.
I don't know why it's
Prabhu, can you hear me now?
Omal Prabhu.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
but
me
give
now?
me a second, because we are not hearing. Can you please, Prabhu, just check why not coming the sound?
Take this away.
Prabhu, I unmuted. I don't know what's
I
happening.
can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you online. I am from online and I can hear you properly.
It's full mark. It's full. It's full. Hare Krishna Mataji, can you talk now?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. You said at the beginning, when we are consuming or doing something with the Bhagavatam, it is like Amrutam, right? And then you naturally said if you don't pay attention or if you are ignorant about a lot of things, then it becomes a poison. I don't understand how Krishna can make it poison. It's supposed to be, he knows that we are ignorant. We are like a confused individual, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So how can that be a poison? Because he is the one who knows our lifelong situation, and he knows what we are doing in our life. So we are making a lot of mistakes in our life. So how can whatever we are reading, we understand that he is going to make us make it clear to us when we keep on pursuing or undivided attention. We try to do that, but it is not very, sometimes we are not very successful at it. So can you explain that to me, please?
So if I understand your question correctly, that we do lot of mistakes in our sadhana. So is Krishna helping or not helping? Is that what your question?
Yeah, you said something to do with nectar. It's like a nectarian or amrutam, and then you said it could be if you don't pay attention or something, then it could be a poison. So Krishna knows our situation. He cannot be poison to us, because even if Krishna gives poison, it is good for us, right?
No, nowhere it is said that Krishna is giving you poison. Where did you hear that?
I understood that. Maybe I misunderstood. That's why I just wanted to clarify that.
No. Krishna is not giving you poison. Okay? So even if you take a small baby step, Krishna is so merciful that he will come forward to help you out. Even if you do small service, even if you do anything small in devotional life. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has promised this. Right? this process of devotional service, whatever we are following, even if you do a small thing, it never gets destroyed. So next time it will be carried forward. Neha vikrama nasyosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Neha avikrama nasyosti. There is no destruction in this devotional service you do. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya. Even you do small thing, that will be carried. That will be to your account permanently. It will be carried forward. So Krishna will help you. Krishna will never give you poison anytime.
Okay, so I misunderstood that because when you were saying at the beginning, I said Krishna is all powerful. He knows, and without him, we wouldn't be alive. We wouldn't be doing anything. So if that is the case, whatever he gives, it should be, whatever our intentions may be. When intentions may be good, but sometimes it backfires or something. But Krishna is not responsible for our problem. We made our own problem, so that's why I wanted to make sure that I hear you correctly.
Yes, Krishna, he helps you out rather. Okay? So he says, whatever intention it is, whether it is a material desire or a spiritual desire, material desire or a spiritual desire, Krishna says, just come to me rather than going to others. Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udarati tivrena bhakti yogena yejeta purusham param. So he says, akama sarva kamo va, whether you have kama, no kama, moksha kama udarati, you want moksha, whatever. Okay, even if you have material desires, Krishna is so merciful. He says, come to me rather than going to all demigods, other gods. Don't. You come to me, I will fulfill you. If you have a deep desire, for example, to get a car or to buy a home, go to Krishna, he will definitely give you. Like a child. A child says, I want lollipop, lollipop, lollipop. Father says, don't eat, don't eat, don't eat. Lollipop. Subhadra Mataji gave a lot of lollipop. So don't eat. Two teeth will be spoiled. Okay? Kid will still say, I want. Okay, eat it. Take it. I will give you. You enjoy. You will realize. Right? So if you have the deep desire that I want some materials, still you go to Krishna only. Don't go to others. Krishna will give you that. Believe me, if you want $1 million in a lottery, pray intensely to Krishna. He will give you. But that is not going to help your spiritual. If it is going to help you spiritually, Krishna won't give you. Right? There is one verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. If Krishna really helps you, really want you with him, he will take away everything from you. Yasyaham anugrishnami arishye tadhanam chanayi tato adanam tyajanti yasya swajana sukha dukkhitam. Swajana dukkha dukkhitam. That means Yasyaham anugrishnami. If I show special mercy on you. Yasyaham anugrishnami arishye tadhanam chanayi. Gradually all your wealth will go. Tadhanam chanayi. After your wealth will go, you'll become poor, right? Tato adanam. When you become adanam, there is no money. Tato adanam. Tyajanti yasya. Swajana dukkha dukkita. Your own people will give dukkha after dukkha, dukkha after dukkha, dukkha after dukkha. Then you will say, Krishna, why did you do? That is special mercy. But anyways, bottom line is, whether you have desire, material desire, spiritual desire, whatever it is, just get attached to Krishna, that's all. Ask him. He will give. Right, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you. Thank you for a nice explanation. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Vanit Prabhu. getting late.
As you just mentioned that, sorry, Hare Krishna, no, so, as you just explained that Krishna will give you whatever you want, but whether it will be good for you or not, that Krishna knows, right? So why would he give?
That is what you don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's say I pray that give me $1 million, that's not going to helpful, as you mentioned, right?
You never know. If Krishna knows that taking that $1 million, Vanit Prabhu is building a nice temple, why not? Krishna will give you. That intention, he knows. He knows the future. Okay, even though at this point of time you may have bad intention, but Krishna knows the future. He knows that Vanit Prabhu is asking for his own sense pleasure now, $1 million. But once I give him $1 million, he will change his mindset. He will build a nice temple for me. Then why not Krishna? Krishna will give you. Krishna knows the future. Krishna knows you. Right? He will give you, along with the money, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tvam. He says he'll give you the intelligence. What to do with that money? If your intention, even though cranky intention you might have now, but give that money and Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tvam. He'll give you intelligence also. That I Vanit, go and build a nice temple. Used for Krishna conscious propagation. No. He knows all that, but we don't know. Right? So that is why it's better not to pray for all those things, but under the instructions of your spiritual master, take guidance and then you can communicate with your spiritual master saying that this is my intention, is it right? Anything else? Subhadra Mataji.
Reflection.
Keep like this.
What question you asked me in the last, I actually was not paying attention. Like I am revealing that when you said when you are hearing, are you listening or hearing? So that is the difference, right? What question you asked me, I was totally blank because my mind was somewhere else. I don't know. I was asking those two Matasis, what question did he ask? Which, because I remember the essence of the scripture we are talking, that we discussed. So anyway, so you can ask that question again, but that time my mind was not there.
Now I forgot what to sing.
But what I liked is, as you did, I think we should always reiterate that in all class, like the etiquette. Like what did they do? Like when the Naimasaranya, all the sages, when they saw Sutta Goswami coming, automatically they got up and they paid obeisances fast obeisances. Then they glorified him, that you pleased them. And then the speaker appreciated the question, so that in that way people will get more motivated to ask question. No question is a stupid question. Whatever they are asking according to their capacity. And then of course the relationship builds. That we should always keep in our mind. And I was listening to one lecture where that Prabhu was telling that Vaishnavas, we are only, like my last class I said, that ICU, all the tubes that are in the ICU, those tubes are our bhakti life that comes blessings from other devotees. So we should always, he was saying that we should always go to any satsang with a mindset that I am fallen, I am everyone's servant and I can get mercy of the devotees. So if that mindset is there, then by the mercy of the devotees, as you said, our spiritual growth will happen or will sustain. Happen, forget it. The sustenance is also not there. People are falling down. We are also some days we are very enthusiastic, other day we don't have that energy. So why is that happening? So, and also to add to both of your discussion, what Srila Prabhupada was saying in one lecture, that 4 kind of people go to Krishna, right? Bhagavad Gita 7:16. So he said, that's also good. You go with your material desire, but when Krishna knows that if this person I give the money is going to utilize it for me, he will give. As long as, that's why he said, some devotees you will see very, very rich. Like usually Krishna's devotees, they say are poor because yes, Krishna takes away everything, so you will be attached to him. First you will be attached to him, praying that what's happening in my life, right? And then slowly you will get the real purification will happen and then you will get attached. So Srila Prabhupada was saying that Krishna, that's why he gives so much of wealth to one devotee. And you will see one devotee is struggling. Why it is so? Again, it is the intention that Krishna knows that we don't know. what we will do. So Prabhupada said, one, that your heart is purified, Krishna knows that he'll give you that buddhi. Now this person is ready to even accept my buddhi. Sometimes that buddhi will come, will also pick it out. No, this is like, Maya will give us something. Then Krishna is going to give you unlimitedly. Srila Prabhupada is saying you don't have to even ask. Just chant properly. Krishna will give you unlimitedly material opulence that even you cannot know where to keep. Exact his voice. So yeah, just wanted to add that. But thank you very much. Beautiful lecture, and then nicely you did chapter 1, chapter 2, how Bhagavatam started, how many times the gaps, how many years it happened and all. Beautifully said. And I really like that. Now how we should always remind ourselves. Even asking question also 436, Bhagavad Gita 436 has to be in a very submissive mood. So in that way only, then we just have to remind each other, nothing else. Because sometimes Maya, we are so conditioned, we think that, okay, I know, as you said, I know. This many slokas I know. If Krishna wants, that is gone from your mind immediately. Like I have seen that. Like it will like, I know, but it does not come.
But
then,
that time it won't come.
That time it won't come. I just forget. Then one Prabhu, I was taking Chaitanya Charitamrita course from him, Pran Govinda Prabhu. Learned so much from him. He is actually any book of Srila Prabhupada, any purport, in the purport where Prabhupada has said something, he remembers. And in the end, he gave us a trick. Like, and the prayer, what to pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so that you will get that. Every time in the class, he will forget, like then he'll do Krishna, 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 Krishna. Then immediately he will remember. And then whenever he is remembering, he will say, thank you Krishna for reminding me. It was spontaneous. It was so much to learn. So one sloka he gave actually, that how to pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever desire you have, even if it is material or spiritual, how to get it, how to remember. And he was telling that how he also was forgetting, but now how he remembers. So every time that I was just looking at him, I'm like, spontaneously all the time, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Thank you Krishna for reminding me. Thank you Krishna. Okay, Krishna is giving me this intelligence now to talk. So there was a discussion, right? Like some people, when they are talking, they are out of the context. But in Chaitanya Charitamrita it was like explained, and the Prabhu was saying, it happens because the speaker, when they go into the mood, like get connected, when they are speaking, they might go off track. But they will be always speaking about Krishna only. And Srila Prabhupada in his class said that when we discuss about it, and we say, okay, you know what, I don't like it or I like it, Prabhupada is saying we are in sense gratification. Can you tell why we are in sense gratification? When you are thinking like that? But always we discuss, right, that Kirtan was beautiful. Oh, I was in so much of ecstasy in that Kirtan. Prabhupada is saying there is no ecstasy. You are sense gratified. Because if somebody likes Krishna's name, any Kirtan, Besura Sura, you will be attached to Krishna. But only the tune which we like, and we see it and then we get so attached, and sometimes tears comes out from our eyes. Prabhupada is saying that is your emotion that is attached to that sloka, that tune. Like in past something happened, that emotion is working and you are crying. But foolish, like rascal, we think, oh, I am in ecstasy, my bhakti has grown, I'm just crying. But that's not. When we will know that we have that steady bhakti, if you are speaking, I am speaking, he is speaking, anybody is speaking, we are still giving the same attention. Like I was thinking something else, so how stupid I am when you are talking. Same way, Srila Prabhupada is saying, if we give same attention, because Krishna Katha is going on. It is not who knows what, how sequentially that person is speaking. It is Krishna Katha. And he gave the example that when somebody says Ra, even if you are saying Ranjita, you are saying Rashmi, when Krishna hears Ra, he comes there because he thinks you will be talking about Radha. So that is what our concentration should be. Krishna Katha. And as long as Prabhupada said, as long as that person is not deviating, is not talking about nonsense, mundane things, nonsense things, he is what he thinks, or speculations, yes, we don't have to. As long as he is speaking according to the disciplic succession, then we should be listening. And once we think means, oh no, Muktasanga is much better than, or Subhadra is much better than Muktidhatra, like that, we are still in our sense gratification. We need to work on that. So I just wanted to add
Thank you
this.
very much, Mataji. That was very nicely said. Good reflection. So that is what, whenever there is a discussion, whenever a speaker is speaking, okay, so you should sit as close as possible. I see many people behind that with their cell phone, even during lecture. Their cell phones on, they are on their cell phones, which is an insult to the speaker, insult to Krishna himself. Because Krishna says in one of the verses that wherever you speak, that I am there, right? Vishnu asked Narada Muni. Narada Muni asked this question, right? What is the answer Krishna gives? You remember the sloka? Naham tistami vaikunte yoginam hridayena cha yatra gayanti madbhakta tatra tishtami narada. He says that, okay? So, wherever there is a discussion of Krishna, Krishna is here. If you are not listening to Krishna, seeing Krishna, then you are insulting him actually, not a speaker. Speaker will speak and go, that's it. So that is a very wrong thing. These cell phones, really, I have seen that. When lecture is going on, they are on their cell phone. When the aarti is going on, they are on the cell phone. Okay? So it is a great insult and offense to the holy name. Okay? Insult to Krishna also.
Sorry to interrupt. I have seen.
If you take notes, you will forget. You hear. Hear. Always hear. Okay, even if you tend to forget, one day, because if you are hearing, Krishna will help you. Arischittam samashraya, yasya shravana matrena. Yes, no, we learned. Yasya shravana matrena, arischittam samashraya. So speaker will give clear instructions before speaking. So we have to follow that. We should not use our whole bottom line is, okay. So similarly, anywhere, when there is, if you are interested, like for example, not you means in general, if you are interested, that you want to attend a satsang, and satsang starts at 8 o'clock, say. Okay? If you are interested to go there, you will start home at 8 o'clock. That is an improper planning. If it happens one time, two times, that's fine. So I always give this example. In that case, I gave this example to one of the devotees. Okay? He says that devotees, they don't come on time. Okay? So then I gave example. You go to India, right? You go to India. You book a flight, right? Flight leaves at 8 p.m. And they say that 2 hours before you have to be there. And you are there perfectly. You are there perfectly, I guarantee.
Yes.
Okay? And meeting is their office meeting, 10 o'clock. You are there. Whether you are eating or sleeping, don't brush your teeth, you are there. I asked that person, why can't implement the same philosophy here? That means in the priority list, that is the last. That is the last. The propensity is there. Okay? But the priority list is the last. So then we can't help. We can't help anything.
That is Kali Yuga.
So that is exactly what I am saying. I am saying that it is not that even remembrance, right? Many of us, we say always, I don't remember that what Krishna said, all that blah blah blah. But I remember 20 years back what happened with me and my wife. I remember exactly. So it's the same brain. Mind is same. Correct? The entity mind is still the same. The thought process is the same. The memory is the same. That memory chip, it will work for one, it won't work for other. It is just interest. Interest, that's all. Okay? The priority what we give. That is what all I have to say, that's all. Because it's the same brain, same intelligence. 20 years back, January 20th, 10 p.m. what happened, I tell you.
Because we told our mind not to forget.
Exactly.
That's what is
That is exactly what I'm saying. So it is just interest. Similarly, if you prioritize our things in our life, okay, we can give that importance. I'm not saying that I have 100 million defaults in me. Okay, I'm not saying that. OB, okay? Okay, so there is a small gift for everyone. Okay? It's the remnants of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. This is the water he drank. Okay? So we will give it in a cup or in a plate, something. Okay, please take. Please be compassionate to others. Don't drink the whole thing.
The one person who takes
They will
take
get
the
the drop of the
responsibility.
every cup.
Yeah, thank you, Vanit Prabhu. This is wonderful. Thank you.
Mohini Avatar, I was talking yesterday, so we all are here like last class. One is demon, everybody is like a devotee, so one should take the responsibility. Little bit everybody.
Yeah, this is like Samudram and the nectar comes. Don't take.
Don't run away.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. And can somebody open the Bensalem Bhakti Vriksha WhatsApp group? You can use the phone. To recite Srila Prabhupada's quote for the week. It is there in Bensalem group. Thank you, Brajesh Govind Prabhu, for sending that very diligently every day.
I don't have to.
Are Param, we didn't sing prayer. Come on. Okay. You can do inside.
What date?
Huh? Today is July 4th, right? What date?
July 4th.
No, the previous one is.
Yeah, I have it.
Thank you, all the online devotees.
Like you, I'll go over to 20. I'll start from 28.
Hare Krishna, 28th June. The holy name is so powerful that even by chanting with offense, gradually it becomes pure. Therefore, we should not give up chanting. Any circumstances, we should go on chanting Hare Krishna. Denver, June 28th, 1975. June 29th. One old man and his wife sitting together. The wife is requesting the old husband, chant, 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 and the husband is replying, can't, can't. This cartoon we have seen. He will say 3 times, can't, but not Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Mayapur, June 29th, 1973. June 30th. As God is good, we are also good. But due to our material association, we have become bad. So if we revive our old position, Krishna consciousness, then automatically we shall become all good. Calcutta, June 30th, 1973. July 1st. It is good to be prepared with a well-thought lecture in advance. However, we must be able to preach effectively at a moment's notice or under any conditions or circumstances also. As you begin to study the Sanskrit words, in each word you will find a treasure house of different understanding. Letter to Satswarup, July 1st, 1972. July 2nd. As soon as one man sees the breast and the armpit of a young woman, then he is finished. And so long he will be charmed with these things, he has to take birth again and again. Washington, D.C., July 2nd, 1976. July 3rd. Anyone who carries Krishna within himself constantly and can go anywhere and turn the place into a sacred pilgrimage. Letter to Rupanuga, July 3rd, 1968. July 4th. So far as learning the film industry, that is out of the question. Krishna industry is good engagement for us. Letter to Nayana Bhirama, July 4th, 1971.
Devotees, divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmane Vaishnave, Kalpa Punyavatam Rajan, Vishwaso Naiva Jayate, Sharira Vidyaja, Jadendriya Tahekam, Jiva Fele Vishaya Sagare, Tara Madhya Jivati, Lobha Maya Sudurmati, তাকে যেটা কঠিন সংসারে কৃষ্ণ বড় দয়াময় পরিবার জীব যায় তো প্রসাদ ন দিল বাই সেই অন্নামৃত পাও শ্রী রাধা কৃষ্ণ গুণ গাও প্রেমে রাখো চৈতন্য নিতাই जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री राधा कृष्ण महाप्रसादम की शील प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you very much. We will be closed on 4th July. Just a note.
I know cannot hear, but 18th can.